Transformational Conscious Arts. The art of beginner's mind. The mind in its purest state is prompted to take action from universal intelligence. This comes from the center of our body, our intuition, our chi, and our life force energy. When I'm in beginner's mind, it allows me to move into this space where I'm out of the way and I can really start to listen to greater mind. And greater mind is really the intelligent evolutionary force within the universe. And it has an intelligence that's far greater than mine or anything that my mind can really comprehend. So, especially when it comes to certain mindsets that I've inherited or certain stance that my ego might take, or when I'm getting feedback from other people, or I'm being told to really ask to let go and look at something from a whole new angle. Beginner's mind helps me to get into that space of openness and just realize that it's okay to be vulnerable and it's okay not to know. And actually in that place, so much more can happen than if I hold on or allow my mind to interfere and get in the way of things. Most of us have grown up through mind-based belief systems that have nothing to do with how the universe works. As we develop a relationship with the universe and its intelligence, we learn to identify these mindsets and understand what serves us and what does not.
The mind's a tricky fish, and it doesn't like to feel. And a major part of the arts is moving to a place where you can feel deeply, because at that level, the universe can really operate, the light can move on. You know, whatever it is we've absorbed that doesn't serve us. To get to a place of beginner's mind, you got to accept that when you walk into the arts, I did, that I didn't understand it. You can't get it with your mind. You can't really understand it.
Yeah.
The mind and how the universe operates are two different places, really. They're two different arenas. And the only way that you can begin to understand how the universe operates is by developing beginner's mind and knowing that what you think you know may not be the reality of the universe, you know? And that's exciting because that means that there's so much to learn.
Yeah. And that never ends.
You know, it doesn't end, because as you develop some talents within the arts, you start to think you know something.
Yeah.
And then
watch out.
Yeah, watch out, because you'll find out that you might know as much as you think you know. So you can evolve to a place of beginner's mind over many, many years.
And it
there's
helps
different levels.
That beginner's mind means that you never really come into any conclusions.
Yeah.
Because when you're following greater mind and when you're listening to the energy, things can shift and change from one moment to the next. So when you're in a place of beginner's mind, there's a flexibility there that allows you to follow that flow and not get too rigid or caught up.
And there may be different flows operating at the same time, and if you think that you figured it out, you'll miss the other.
Keep an open mind, we begin to separate ourselves from this ancestral, religious and cultural conditioning that is often many centuries old. This is what we call beginner's mind.
It's a constant. It's a constant to stay on and stay on top of it, because it likes to be in control.
And it's a fundamental tool for the arts. You have to move into beginner's mind to really start the process of learning all the other arts, because most of what we're programmed with in our cultures, in our religions, through our ancestry, they're really the opposite to how the universe works. A lot of the mindsets that we inherit are really based on fear, control, separation, right and wrong, judgments. they've really got nothing to do with the real reality of universal intelligence. So we've all been programmed to a certain extent, and through the arts we learn to realize, what's real, what is who we are, and what is not. So that's why beginner's mind is so important, because in everybody there's certain blind spots that you're gonna face along your journey, especially as you progress along your journey. You're gonna be challenged probably more and more the more that you can handle. And like you say, it can be tricky, because when you get to a certain stage on your path and you think, hey, I know something here, that's when you can really be challenged to really move into beginner's mind and just let go and completely start again. So really, like our teacher says, I'm always the eternal student. I'm always the eternal student. It doesn't come from me. This wisdom really is coming from the intelligence. And that wisdom is untapped wisdom, because it's always evolving.
And 100, 200, 300 years from now, the consciousness on the planet depends on people doing this work.
On our own evolution.
Yeah, to evolve themselves. Which, people worry about what can you do about the world. You can't really do anything about the world, but if you do a lot about yourself, it changes your whole picture of the world.
Then, as we align ourselves with this intelligence, we move into greater mind. With a constant attitude of openness and beginner's mind, we can keep evolving with this powerful energy that is always moving us in the direction of deeper clarity, vision, and expansion. The Transformational Conscious Arts and their mastery guides us there.